So today we're going to talk about the interference of remorse, or the hindrance of remorse that prevents and disturbs our concentration. So remorse is the feeling that we haven't done what we should have done, or we have done what we shouldn't have done. Okay, but one way or the other, we feel some kind of remorse or guilt, or like, you know, just our actions haven't been suitable. And so this kind of feeling, especially when it gets very intense, like guilt, can be a big disturbance not only to our meditation, but also to our life. So it's a completely unrealistic emotion, and from Buddha's perspective is something to be eliminated. Okay? Because when we feel guilt, we're just all wrapped up in ourselves. A healthy sense of regret, on the other hand, is useful, because then with like a clear mind, a balanced mind, a wisdom mind, we can assess, oh, have I done something that isn't suitable, in which case I need to regret it and do the purification and repair the relationship and do some kind of corrective measures. Or, you know, but we don't get all overwhelmed in guilt and negative emotions and self-loathing. Or we might be able to say, oh, I should have done something I didn't do because I was, you know, too busy spacing out in my own little trip, or sleeping, or, you know, being insensitive, in which case also we generate a healthy sense of regret and, you know, try and think, well, how can I prevent from acting like that in the future? Okay? So, you know, we all do things we shouldn't have done, and don't do things we should have done. And this is natural in life, but the big thing is if we learn from them. That's the point, you know, is if we're able to review with a balanced mind and learn from our mistakes, then we go forward and we're wiser and more compassionate. If we don't acknowledge our mistakes, then we never get past them. And if we get all involved in self-loathing and guilt and shame because of them, then again, that becomes a huge hindrance. So we have to learn how to handle these things in a proper, healthy wisdom way that has also some compassion for ourselves, you know, and some faith in our own ability and our Buddha nature. Yeah.
Does this only include the more extreme versions like guilt, and or could it also include just going over things that were quite unimportant in our mind and thinking, oh, I should have done it this way, I should have added olives to the pizza, you know, things that aren't important, or even going over things that, saying I should have done something that is probably better I didn't do, like, oh, I should have cursed that person out when they, you know, would those all be included under this also, because it
Okay.
kind of reflecting back and
Okay.
caught up in.
Okay, so the question is, what about when we regret little things, like, oh, I should have put olives in the pizza? That kind of regret, yes, of course, that's a hindrance in our meditation, isn't it? You know, you're meditating and then you keep going, oh, should I put olives? You know, actually, that comes in the next one, doubt. Should I put them in? Should I not put them? Then this one is regret. Oh, I should have put them in. Or I did put them in, but I shouldn't have put them in. So that definitely becomes an interference, okay? And then what was your other example?
When we regret doing something that it was probably, or not doing something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then when we regret doing something that is probably better that we didn't do, like we regret, oh, I should have told that person off, or I should have, cheated on my taxes when I had the opportunity. I mean, that's clearly negative, and that also disturbs our concentration. Okay, so yeah, it includes all these kind of useless thoughts. Good.